All right, so SuperFanCon happened this past weekend. Yeah, I was there for all 3 days. And if you followed me on Instagram, I put up a little spoiler post on my stories saying that last year was better. And I agree. Not I agree, but I still stand by that because this year, SuperFanCon was an actual disappointment. I was very disappointed in this con. I felt like Extreme Action Park benefited from the con, more so the con benefiting from Extreme Action Park. Because going into it, I was very skeptical. I had my doubts about the con because it's being held in an arcade venue. And it's being held in an arcade venue, which is completely unheard of. I've been going to con since 2017. And having it inside of Extreme Action Park just seemed weird. Like, like, who came to who first? Extreme went to SuperFanCon or SuperFanCon went to Extreme? Like, who came at who first? Like, who presented the deal first? I just want to know. But the after effect was that I saw just with my own eyes is the fact that Extreme benefited from SuperFanCon because, hey, here's a group of people, cosplayers and con goers who've never been to Extreme Action Park can be exposed to Extreme Action Park rather than people who've never been to a con can be exposed by going to Extreme Action Park and like, boom, oh, here's the con that's happening. SuperFanCon, what is it? Let me go check it out. Few people checked it out. But compared to the crowd that I have seen inside Extreme Action Park and the crowd that I've seen in SuperFanCon, it is a complete night and day difference. Friday was very bad. Even though it was the first day, Friday was bad. Like, quiet bad. Like, you see most of your vendors on their phone, just bored out of their mind. Usually when you go to a con, you hear it's very lively, you know? People are talking. Of course, you'll hear some music playing in the background and whatnot, but you see people talking, interacting with each other, whatnot. Like, you'll see people, like, maybe just, you know, chilling and hanging out for, like, a brief couple of moments and whatnot, and then, boom, hey, you know, someone's at their table, someone's at their booth, and they're talking, they're interacting with them, they're making a sale, and that sort of thing, right? Friday, you didn't see a lot of that. Like, Friday was really, really dead. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is bad. And I could see the facial expression on a lot of vendors' faces where they're just like, they're just bored out of their mind, very pissed off. Like, where's this crowd of people that they were supposed to be exposed to because they were being at Extreme Action Park? Mind you, the location of SuperFanCon was inside of a basketball court near Extreme Action Park. I mean, it's like kind of connected to it, but it's like over here is Extreme Action Park, right? Or let me draw it on this, right? So I'm just gonna make this big square all the way. Okay. No, all right. I screwed up on that one. All right, so this is the arcade. I know my drawing's terrible. Forgive me. You have the little trampoline course. You have the skating ring. All of this is the arcade. There's this hall, and then SuperFanCon. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this. It's bad, but over here, this is the arcade of SuperFanCon, right? Over here, this whole big chunky area is SuperFanCon. Over here is the not the roller skating ring, but like the trampoline area. Then you have the roller skating area, and then way at the bottom, that's where SuperFanCon was. So unless you're a wandering straggler That's how a wandering straggler that just came for Extreme Action Park. That's how you'll find SuperFanCon, is just being a wandering straggler. Granted, there were signs like about this size, like around the arcade area of Extreme, that says, "Hey, SuperFanCon is like this way" or whatnot. Those signs are so easily overlooked. Like, you can easily overlook them and just bypass them. Like, it's that easy to the point where you would not recognize it. Now, it feels like a really big, huge sign. Yeah. But if you've ever been to Extreme Action Park, there's just so much to look at. Because you have the indoor go-kart, you have the food court, you have the bowling alley, you have the liquor, the liquor section. You have, of course, the huge arcade, the trampoline area, the roller skating ring. You have the VR, the laser tag, and whatnot. You have all this stuff going on in Extreme. Like, a con-go who's never been to Extreme, they're just going to be lost in this place. Like, man, look at all this stuff. I've never been here before. And guess where most of their money is going to go to? To Extreme. Most of their money is going to go to Extreme rather than the con where all the vendors and artists are. Like, the cosplayers and con-goers are more exposed to Extreme Action Park than the con itself. And same thing when it goes for people who are just casuals of Extreme Action Park. They're just gonna, do their own thing inside Extreme Action Park and maybe and possibly overlook SuperFanCon. Like, if you've been to the con, you can see with your own two eyes the difference of like crowd size. The crowd size of Extreme was huge, like 2 or 3 times the size of SuperFanCon. That's how big it was. That's how big it was. And that Friday, the first day, it was just so bad. Just so bad. Even the tournament that we were supposed to have, the Smash tournament that we were supposed to have, didn't even happen. And Extreme Action Park wanted Flynn's Arcade to help run it for them. But my thing is this. How are you going to want us to help you run a tournament when you have us in this box section that your audience does not even know about? How does that work? It would make, like, when Extreme Action Park had their Smash tournament, where they had the big TVs and whatnot, and the players, at least when you come inside Extreme, you can see and kind of figure out, all right, where's the Smash tournament going to be at? Oh, it's right over there. Boom. Like, as soon as you come in and you're walking, you're about to, make that left, you can see all the players are just playing Smash over there. But for SuperFanCon, that did not happen. So, like, you want an arcade that has experience running and doing tournaments to help run and do tournaments for you, but yet you put them in a section completely away from your general audience. That does not help. And that's happened throughout the whole weekend. It happened with Smash, it happened with Mortal Kombat, and it happened with Tekken. You have us in this box section, yet you want to be the place where, hey, we're starting to do fighting game tournaments here. Come check us out. And we're having the people of Flynn's Arcade to help run it for us. That didn't happen. Well, they'll figure it out, but as I said, I ain't got nothing against them. It's just like that is just a bad move. Like, it's just a completely bad move. Like, having SuperFanCon in that area, in that venue spot, which is a basketball court, it was just a bad move. Just no. Overall bad. But Saturday was a lot better. Saturday was better until Extreme Action Park had some kind of private event going on where it was just packed with people. And I mean, kids running around and about whatnot, people going around. Like, it was crowded pack. But SuperFanCon that Saturday, even though it was a lot better than Friday, because there were a lot more people congregating the area of SuperFanCon, still, more of the people that came for SuperFanCon ended up being in Extreme Action Park. So you know what that means? Vendors pretty much being shafted on being exposed to a new group or a new audience of people, possibly potential customers that would, hey, buy their merch, buy their artwork, and etc. It was just bad. Like, going into it, I wanted to be wrong about that. I wanted to be wrong about SuperFanCon going into it, thinking that, you know what, maybe this is an opportunity for vendors and other people to, you know, maybe get their name out there to a different crowd of people and take advantage of the fact that, hey, we're in this arcade area. We're going to be exposed to a new crowd of people that's maybe never heard of us, and then, you know, make something out of it. Did that happen? Nope. The opposite did, where cosplayers and con goers who are coming for SuperFanCon gets exposed to Extreme Action Park and the things that they offer. So the vendors and artists pretty much got the short end of the stick. And you can literally, if you was there with me, like, and you walked around, you can kind of see it on their faces. Their body language says it all. Like, it was just bad. It was bad. To me, it didn't matter what guests that they had. It's just the whole vibe of the area was just, it was just so very underwhelming. It was just so bad. And then come Sunday, you would think it'd be a little bit better. Sunday was just the same as Friday. Dead and very disappointing. To the point where people started leaving early. Some people started packing up like around 4:30 and be like, I'm done. I'm done for today. Like, you could see the frustration on their face that this was an opportunity for them to be exposed to a new crowd of people. And I honestly felt that Extreme Action Park just took advantage of the con. To me, that's how I feel. Like, they just took advantage of the con. Like, maybe the intention was just that. Maybe that was the good intention of just, hey, we're in this place. We could be exposed to a different crowd of people, and something good could happen out of it. That didn't happen. I don't even think a cosplay contest happened. There was supposed to be a Gundam Gunpla contest. That was supposed to happen. That didn't happen. The fighting game tournament didn't happen. This was just bad. And honestly, if SuperFanCon were to have another con in 2022, and it's going to be at Extreme Action Park, I'm not going. I will not go. I will sit that one out. I'm like, I'm good. Because when I go to a con, I'd rather it be more focused on the vendors, the different type of vendors, the artists, maybe a few guests. Like, I wouldn't put so much hype and emphasis on guests, even though it would be cool to have, you know, certain guests, but sometimes guests, not everyone may know about that guest. Maybe that guest doesn't have a stronger following. So there's that to look forward into. But I would focus more on just the aesthetics of a con, your artists, your vendors, your panel rooms. Like, I heard that they were supposed to have a panel in the Skybox. I didn't know where the Skybox was until Sunday, the final day. But even then, like, that is still bad because people are trying to look for the panel. Now they have to actively go out and search for it. Like, I felt like this con should have just been at a hotel like they were at last year. And then the mistake that happened last year, or the things that they didn't do so well last year on, they could have at least improved on it at a hotel and then see where it goes, as long as you can provide a great experience for people who are coming to the con and they just continue to have a great and awesome con experience. To me, I did not have a great and awesome con experience. Even though I was a volunteer for Flynn's Arcade, I didn't have a great con experience. It was bad. Like, I spent most of my time just playing video games, just passing time. Literally. Usually I take, like, if you've seen me at cons before, usually I'm talking to a lot of different people. I'm taking photos, videos, you name it. I didn't do none of that. And usually when I do go to cons, my feet be hurting. My feet wasn't even hurting the entire time. I was just like, this is boring. This is overwhelmingly boring. So, all I can say is, next year do it at a hotel. Focus on the aesthetics of a con, not just special guests. That, like, a lot of people think that guests matter or whatnot. Yes and no, but it depends. But then again, I would say no, because I'm gonna make a comparison. Like, when I look at a place like Anime UI, where they focus more on just the artists, the vendors, and the panel rooms, and the panels that they have, and some of the fun events that they have, and how everything is just close by, where you can go from one room to another room to another room to another room, go downstairs, go there, outside, wherever. Like, at least everybody's like somewhat close and nearby each other, to the point where you're not confused on where's this, that, and the other, where it's, you have to now have to actively go search for it. I know I'm going on a tangent, whatnot, and I need to get to the point. But the point is this: you want to just focus on just con aesthetics. What are the things that people love and enjoy about the con? And I would recommend doing a poll about it. And I'm pretty sure most people will say, the majority will not say it's not about the guest. It won't be about special guests. They're nice to have, but it's like the con can still be fun and enjoyable without them. They're a great addition, but they're not a needed thing to have a con. So that's just my thoughts. But overall, SuperFanCon last year was better. It wasn't perfect, but it was better than this year. And if it happens again, same place, count me out. I'm not going. Yeah, so anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section below. What are your thoughts? If you attended SuperFanCon, be it you were a con goer, cosplayer, or even a vendor, let me know in the comments. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Continue discussion there. And yeah, man, SuperFanCon was very bad this year. Very, very bad. Could be better. Hope it's better. Can only hope for the best. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Till next time, and as always, stay classy.